I'll be less controversial. First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me and to be part of this dialogue. And also I want to appreciate what you're doing as a religious life here at Princeton. I admire that. Christian, Hindu, Jewish. We need to turn to a religion these days. Before, I want to, I don't want to spend too much time, and my dialogue is more personally done with Mr. Malhotra. However, for your thoughts, I've got to take some thoughts home, right? I want to, first of all, want to ask my friend Mr. Malhotra to think again about the foreign nexus, American-European nexus, instigates Indian minorities. I want you to really think a little more about that, and I'm sure there are, but you cannot connect that with Christianity too much. And also, my friend Mr. Malhotra, please think about again what you said about Aryan-Dravidian divide is a myth. I will also do some thinking about that, but I would like you to do some further thinking and write some more. You are so panicky about conversion. Why? People have the right to change their views, politics, religion. So don't worry about it. India will be fine with multi-religious communities. I mean, it's India is a diverse country from day one. So it's okay. But I don't like to see a forcible market conversion, which I hope that doesn't happen. It may happen too, but I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Also, please think about some more about Americans exporting gospel as a foreign policy. That's a scary thought. I don't think Americans, the politicians, don't care much about gospel. They care about domination and influence, right? Now we are bombing Iraq to Libya. What's the point of that? It's against the gospel value. Bombing another country, it's against the gospel value. So they are not particularly committed to gospel. So these are some of the responses to Mr. Malhotra, and we'll talk more about that. But for some general comments I want to make. My name is Reverend Thompson. I want to explain my name. My father, being a convert to Christianity, gave me a biblical name, Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a builder in the Bible. My father's name was Thompson. He was born at a time in South Travancore. Do you know South Travancore? Good. Are you any of you from there? Trivandrum, Nayatangara, Nagarkoil? Yeah? Okay. That's Travancore was an independent kingdom until 1947, ruled by kings and queens. And it became a Hindutva state after, it says Chera Tamil kingdom originally. In the 7th century AD, it became a Hindutva state, caste kingdom. So you have to be Brahmin to be counted for anything. And people like us, I come from a Nada community. I'm not particularly comfortable talking about caste names, but just for the information. And we were oppressed very much. We could not own land. All the lands were owned by Brahmins and the temples. So my grandfather was a Hindu. He kept a Shiva deity in the house. I still remember it. We were living in the same house. And one day, as usual, he went to a temple, his own family temple. It's called the Kumara Koil, near Nagarkoil. And he was denied the entrance. And he was not a Dalit. Dalits don't go even a mile near the temple. But he's an Nadar. Nadar people thought that they were big. They were big and high. He was turned away. So he was disappointed. And so he became a Christian. And still he held this deity in his home because he thought Shiva was a Dravidian god and he needed to keep it. And so that was my background. But my father became Christian as well. All conversions in those communities happened because of caste oppression. We didn't get any money from America, trust me. Yeah. If you lived in Travancore or several parts of India where the Hindutva rule was happening, you don't want to be other than a Brahmin or a Nair or a Vellala. If you are a Dalit or Nadar, you are not a human being. So they became Christian. Most of the Christians in Tamil Nadu are lower caste people, Nadars and Dalits and some Dravidian communities. And so I don't know if I will blame that. Social oppression is a big part of general life in the country. I was a Gandhian, I was strong in Youth Congress and a fan of Mr. Kamaraj, Mr. Nesamani Nadar, the father of Kanyakumari district. I admired Ivera Periyar and his rationalist views, enjoyed the speeches of Karunanidhi, Nanjil Manoharan. Anybody remember Nanjil Manoharan? Amazing speaker. He is from Nagarkoil, Kumaryanandan. I watched the movie Parasakti. Anybody watched Parasakti? Good. I watched at least 25 times in 5 years. And you know what Parasakti about? The script writer was Karunanidhi and the actor was Sivaji Ganesan. And Sivaji Ganesan became famous because of this movie. And in the movie, it was an anti-Brahmin movie. They were talking about Brahmin priests as thieves and thugs and rapists, and Brahmin people as ignorant and superstitious. Later, I thought it was not a positive movie, but people were crowding to see that movie again and again and again. They enjoyed trashing Brahmins. I felt later, that's not who I am. You don't trash other people, love them, right? Anyway, at high school, they taught us Indian history. Always Indian history begins with the Indus Valley civilization where Dravidian people lived. They also asserted that Indus Valley was a contemporary of Egyptian civilization because of the Indus Valley script. Something that looks like Tamil language has been discovered in the ancient Egyptian stones. you may have read that in the newspapers. Even in a few months ago, there was a script founded in Egyptian stones, looked like a Tamil. The latest writers of Indian history like Fernand Fraudel, Alain Danielou, Alice Albania, American, Pramila Thapar, Indian, Stanley Wolpert, American with a lot of experience in India, and Ainsley Embry, American, all recognize that the Dravidian people were the first inhabitants of the Indian Valley, Indus Valley, and they provide proof for that. And none of these writers has any Christian evangelistic interest. They are historians and Indologists. The civilization flourished for about 5,000 years, and for various reasons, including foreign invasions, natural calamities, the Indus Valley people were dispersed throughout India, along the Ganges, the Brahmaputra rivers in UP, Bihar and Bengal, and Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Orissa, to the south as far as Indian Ocean. Migration to the southern peninsula was particularly important to note because the Aryan domination was less visible until 7th century BC in the south. Dravidians settled in the river deltas of Krishna and Godavari in Andhra Pradesh, Periyaru in Kerala, Kaveri in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, Vaigai in southern Tamil Nadu. Tamil kingdoms were established in these areas. Is it interesting or am I boring?
Please go ahead.